Okay. I'm joined by Jack from Leap. He's here to talk to us about his incredible new single, or the band's incredible new single. I'm going to give them credit as well.
Cool.
Sinking Feeling. You've got an upcoming tour coming, and well, anything else that's in between that you want to chat about with us today. Now,
Yeah.
I
Thanks so
do
much for
want to
having me, mate. It's a pleasure to be
know.
here.
Yeah, it's great to have you with us actually. Like, so I've started giving your band a bit of a listen, and I was like, it's one of these. How do I describe it? It's one of those bands, they're going, where have they been like beforehand? And I think you've got a debut album coming up, but you've had a few
That's right.
EPs.
Yeah, that's right, mate. We've got our debut album called Entropy that comes out on October 3rd. So we're just going into full album campaign mode at the moment, which is super exciting, man. It's just been so cool to see our last single, Sinking Feeling. It's just been getting so much playlist love. So, seeing our name next to like people like 21 Pilots and Youngblood on the biggest rock playlist on Spotify it's been awesome, man. It's been a really cool feeling, and we're just getting so much love at the moment. So, feels
That's
good, bro.
amazing. Now, I did want to actually touch on that, but you brought it up already. When does it? How does it sort of feel when you've been playing these gigs, smaller venues and stuff like that, and then as you say, you start seeing yourself like on billboards next to some of these bands that you absolutely adore, and you've sort
Yeah.
of got that. Hold on, something's happening here. What was that? What was that
It's
feeling actually like?
yeah, mate. It's a little bit of a sort of pinch yourself moment because I've been playing in bands since I was a teenager, bro, and played some proper grimy little venues in my time, and it's all character forming. But dude, it's just been I can't tell you how magical it's been. Like we kind of started our journey touring out in Europe about 2 years ago, and we were playing to rooms 30, 40 people, and now like the last tour we were selling out rooms of 800 cap, and it's kind of surreal, but we're so lucky because we're just four best friends, just like having the best time, and we feel like the family is growing bigger and bigger every time we go out to Europe, and it's a really nice feeling, man. I can't lie.
I'm gonna before I get into the interview, I have to ask what's the dingiest place that you can recall playing? Somewhere that was
Oh
absolutely like you walk in, then you're like, no, not this can't be it, can it?
well, oh mate, I don't
Because I've
want to
been to a
like
few gigs
name,
like that.
I don't want to name and shame too badly, but like we went to this place in a little town called Leitersdorf in Austria, which actually was kind of a cool venue. It was kind of grimy and grungy, but when we turned up, there was literally no human beings there, bro. There was literally just chickens and farm animals.
Nice.
It was in the middle of nowhere. We thought we had to be at the wrong place, and we went inside. And yeah, there was definitely some aromas that you wouldn't expect. It was kind of a wild, it was a wild experience, man. But I think those ones sometimes you have the best times at the small shows as well. So I wouldn't want to throw any shade on any like small
No, of
venues, but
course.
I can't lie, it's quite nice moving up to the bigger rooms. You do get a little bit better treatment. You're not warming up in the toilets and all that. So I can't complain, mate.
Cool. See, when you said in the middle of nowhere, I was like, oh, this isn't going to be like a green room style like scenario where you end up going to a play like to a room packed full of Nazis and Patrick Stewart shows up. I don't know if you've seen the film, but you got to see it if you haven't. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, so I do want to start off like with the new single, "Sinking Feeling," which it's an
Mhm.
incredibly, it's a great song, and it feels really
Thank you.
quite personal. What was
Yeah.
actually going through your mind when you came about writing this one, and what was sort of the message you wanted to get across to people?
Well, it's weird because it's kind of I would say it's quite an uplifting feeling song, but if you have a listen to the lyrics, it is a little bit darker than you might think
Yeah.
on first listen. It's kind of about so I was diagnosed with bipolar around like 10 years ago, and it's kind of nice to have a diagnosis because I always felt myself getting these sort of strange feelings of like being way too high or way too low. And yeah, thinking feelings about that sort of unexpected feeling of dread that just sort of looms on you sometimes. And I think it's something that a lot of people get where they could just be in the most ordinary, happy situation, meant to be having fun, and they suddenly have this deep feeling of where they're thinking about like the darkest stuff. And that's something that I've had to battle with a lot in my life is just sort of trying to manage my dark, negative thoughts. And it's hopefully it's a song that I that people can relate to a little bit because I know a lot of our fans go through things like that, so it's kind of about my journey with bipolar and yeah, just trying to fight those inner demons a little bit.
When you say things like that, it's things like that. They are relatable, whether it's
Mm,
bipolar, whether it's like depression or any other mental health
mm.
issue that people have. But you are right. The song does actually come across quite upbeat and uplifting. It is the
Quite
lyrics
serious.
that get you, and to me,
Yeah.
that makes some of the best songs. They've got something to make you think, but yet you can't help but be happy by it. It's a wonderful
Yeah,
way of
man.
portraying it.
Like
Now,
we love the idea that when people come to the shows, they get to just walk away feeling quite uplifted and positive. But at the same time, it's like I personally love, lyrics that just really come from the heart and really feel like they're from a personal place as well. So hopefully we've done a little bit of both on this one.
so I want to touch on the video very quickly because it's very minimalistic and
Mm,
it's very much just sort of it feels more like a tour diary more than anything else.
mm,
What drove you towards sort of going? We just gonna do this, like our home video shots and things, rather than
yeah.
actually going for want of a better word, a bigger production.
Well, I mean, it's a strange time that we're living in, really, where like music videos don't really seem to have the same sort of impact that they used to do. And I know that they can be great for establishing a band's like identity and stuff, but we just felt like the biggest thing that we have going for us is our connection with our fans and our live side. So we thought, why not like incorporate some of that into the song? It would have been cool to try like some more of a narrative but I just think, yeah, we had so much cool footage from tour, so we thought, why not? Let's throw it together, and hopefully people like it. And it's cool when people get to see themselves in the mosh pit and stuff.
I actually really dug the video, but
No.
and what you've sort of said, like there's me still holding on to the MTV days when like getting in and watching like the rock show with all these cool videos and things, and I still
Mm,
love them.
me
But
too, man.
reluctantly, I have to accept that you are correct in that music videos don't quite have the same impact as they once did. I don't. I think you're right there.
Yeah,
Um,
well, in the past we tend to, we've spent a lot of money and time doing music videos, and it's a process that I love doing personally. But it's sometimes you just gotta pick your battles a little bit, and it just felt like we had so much good tour content, so we might as well throw it together as a music video.
Now, sort of the band Leap, I've heard it just sort of described as dark and energetic, which listening to sinking feeling, I didn't quite get that myself. But when
Mm.
you were started out as a band, was this something that you were sort of aiming to achieve, or did you have a particular "this is our sound and that's what we're going to go for," or was it just, as you say, four mates getting together and playing?
I don't know if we really thought about it. It's just kind of naturally what came together, really. I mean, I've played in a bunch of projects before that maybe had a little bit of a different sound, and I know the different band members have different influences, but we were quite keen to do something that felt yeah, accessible to like a wider listeners, but also trying to retain some of our, what the kind of music that we like. And we're so lucky because we've got this amazing producer called Tom Leach, another dude, a friend of ours who's from Scotland, and he's such a talented guy. So he always puts his own spin on things, and yeah, I'm really happy with how the album's come together. I think it's got a nice little a span of different sort of emotions, and ultimately, hopefully, people walk away like feeling quite good after listening to the album. I'm sure they will.
I'm looking forward to it. So now you guys have started. I've heard like from a few people when I've spoken to them about the band, about your band, that you're starting to get a bit of a reputation for like really quite, how do I describe it? Fun. I say fun live shows. Live shows are fun anyway. I'm just
Mm.
trying to think of the right word. Energetic live
Energetic, maybe
shows.
a little unpredictable as well.
Yeah, I think
Sometimes, yeah.
that's a word. Yeah. Um, Obviously you're starting to actually rise up the ranks, as it were, as you
Mm.
sort of alluded to. How do you sort of mentally prepare for that when say a couple of years ago you were there going, like 20 people and a chicken out there, what's going on? And now you're sort of looking out going, like nearly 1,000 people. How do you mentally prepare for that and actually go out to do that kind of show?
Well, I think the fact that we are literally just four best friends is one. It's kind of like going through these feelings for the first time together with your friends is a really nice thing because you can support each other. And also, a little bit less pressure is on me because the band is made up of like four lead singers. Basically, they're all massive show offs. They love the attention, mate. They're always giving it 100% energy. So I know I can always rely on those guys to bring like an intense performance as well. So, like our bass player Declan, he like regularly likes to bark during the performance. You know, he's throwing out barks. He's doing all kinds of mad things, man. So it's luckily I don't tend to get very nervous for performances. The only thing I get a little bit nervous is if there's like technical issues or something like that. But thankfully, we haven't really had a bad show yet. So we're just fingers crossed. You know, touch wood that we can keep that run going. You know.
So I'm guessing you haven't quite decided on Leap's pre-show ritual yet.
We do have a few pre-show rituals actually. So we've got this tour manager called Joseph, who is the size of a house, right? He's literally built like a polar bear, and he's got this beautiful area on the back of his neck that sort of rolls up a little bit,
I know
and
what
it's
you mean.
our
Yeah,
little lucky thing to give it a little kiss on the back, like it's almost like you know one of them magic lamps where you rub it and the genie comes out and it
yeah.
lets you look the beast out. So we give the back of his neck a little kiss, and then we like to have a big group cuddle, and then we're usually ready to go.
Now, along with the album in October, you've actually got a UK and EU tour in
Mhm.
October as well.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to about getting back on the road again? Because you've started playing to bigger venues
Mm.
and so on, and now this feels like this is going to be it for you guys. This is almost the start, as it
I
were.
can't lie, man. I love the lifestyle so much, man. I feel like you get to meet so many incredible people when you're going around and you're going to these smaller rock venues and the bigger places. Like the people that work there just seem to be so nice, and everyone who's coming to the shows, it seems to be like it may be their only show of the whole year, it may be their only show of the whole month, and it's just like that feeling like you're giving someone a really good night out is just such a rewarding feeling. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that. It's kind of wild, mate, but we did the maths, and over the last sort of 18 months, 2 years, we've sold over 30,000 tickets now. So it's like
Nice.
we just want to keep that momentum going, and we don't ever really want to stop, mate. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite knackering. Like you do come back quite like mentally and physically drained, but it's so worth it for all the sort of euphoria you get to experience. I just can't wait to get back, man. Can't wait.
Amazing. Now, where are you looking forward to like actually going to most? I mean, like you've played
Ooh,
the UK quite a lot and Europe as well. So, is
yeah.
there a place that you haven't played that you're going to that you're like looking
Let me
forward
have
to
a
that
look.
one
I'm looking at the
particularly?
tour poster here. Um, we've been to Copenhagen before, once before, but I'm super hyped to go back to Copenhagen. It's such a beautiful city, and
It
we had
is.
the best time last time. And then there's a bunch of new cities in here that I haven't been to before, like where we got? We got Nuremberg. That should be fun. We're going back to Winterthur to play a big old room there, which is going to be awesome, man. We love our Swiss fans. We the first time we played in Winterthur was 2 years ago, literally playing to 50 people. So that will be like feel like a real big step up there. But yeah, just generally, I'm hyped to go everywhere, man. Just hyped to go everywhere.
What about the UK though? Where is the best city in the UK? And I'm not going to tell you where I'm based yet because I'm going to see if this is a test to see if you get it right,
Right. Okay. I see, mate. I'm trying to
mate.
work. Got to play my cards right here, dude. It's tough because me and Hector grew up in Scotland. So I know I don't have the accent, but I always do get a little bit psyched up for the homecoming. Going back to like Glasgow or Edinburgh is always a vibe. But to be honest, mate, I got to say London, bro. That's where the homies are at right now.
Yeah, London
Did
all
I
the
get that
way.
one right?
You got it right. Although I would have accepted Liverpool because Liverpool's got an amazing music scene.
Oh, it does. It's class, man. It's
To be
class.
fair, so is Birmingham, Manchester. Everywhere's got a great music scene, actually. So there was no
Right.
wrong answer.
Yeah.
Uh, I've lost my place on my questions now. That's
Don't you worry,
doing
mate.
well.
Don't you worry.
um, how different do you find like the audiences are like from home shows to shows in Europe? Is there a difference that you have picked up on?
It's an interesting question, mate. I've never really thought about that. I would say there is a little bit of a difference. Yeah, I feel like sometimes with European audiences, when there's an English band playing, it's really good to be like more direct with what you want them to do. Like, get your hands up and spread out and do this, do that. They actually really enjoy that sort of like firm, strong direction. Whereas the UK crowd sometimes like to do their own thing a little bit more. So like maybe that's just because they're more excited to see a UK act in their country. So there's more like sort of like I'll do what they say, sort of thing. But bro, our fans in general just pretty crazy, man. They like to go hard. It doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday night, bro. They are going hard. It's a guaranteed mosh pit, money back guarantee. Like
Excellent.
it's gonna happen, bro, for sure.
Cool. Now, new music on the horizon, biggest tour coming
Mhm.
up that you guys have done pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, what do you want to go to after this? And that's a lot, that's thinking quite far ahead actually, to be
Mm.
fair, considering the album's not out till October. But where do you
Yeah.
want to go after this? What's the aim next?
So we do have some quite exciting news that we're going to be heading out to the US in spring
Ah,
next year, which we are incredibly hyped up about. So that's exciting. And then just the way we're scaling it at the moment, man, we just want to keep that momentum going. We've got some really big rooms booked for spring next year. So just got to keep that train rolling, bro.
cool.
Yeah, super excited about it all.
So I have to ask now, have you given me an exclusive tip there about the US, or do I need to hold back posting this interview until I get the
I
permission?
don't actually know what we're allowed to say, but I guess I've said it now, so you can say it too. That's on me. So if I get in trouble, that's fine, mate.
I'll
I'll
back
take
you
I'll
up,
take the
mate.
hit for this one. But spring next year, we are going to be in the US of A, bro.
Amazing.
So
So, what cities are you most looking forward to USA wise? Because there's I don't know. Like, I've been to a few of them, and
mm,
they're always a great experience.
yeah. Well, we're only doing like a smaller tour. I think it's going to be New York, LA, Chicago, and Texas, and Toronto as well, maybe, which
I'm gonna say
Kansas.
Texas is a very big place.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not too sure where exactly. Um, Mate, I don't know where I'm most because I've been to LA and New York before, and I love them, but I just love exploring new places as well, mate. So I'm quite keen to see what Texas is all about, man. Going down to
Yeah,
the south, gonna see what the vibe is there, bro.
it is a really cool vibe down there.
Have
It's
you
not
been?
quite Texas, but if you ever get the chance, get yourself to New Orleans. Now that
Right.
is a party town. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
love it.
Um, Now, just a few more fun questions because we are in
Hmm,
festival season now. Like,
right.
what festival would you most like to play? Not necessarily headlining, but just be able to be there and play.
Ooh. Do you know what? The lineup at Lollapalooza looked pretty incredible. That's the one in Barcelona, is it not? Am I
Yeah,
am I that one looked
I think so.
pretty
Yeah,
so I'd love to go check that out. Barcelona's a great city. We never played in Spain before as well, so I'd love to do that. Obviously, Glastonbury, we're waiting for that to come calling one day, hopefully.
it'll
Where
happen.
would I like to play, man? Do you know what? I think we go down well at Reading and Leeds as well, bro. It's a lot of youngsters, I know, but like I reckon it could kick off for a leap set at Reading and Leeds, so I'll be up for that as well for sure.
I think
Have you
that
got
could
a
go
personal
well.
favorite in for the UK? Like, have you got a favorite festival?
At the moment, it's always download for me.
Yeah,
Although I'm
it's
going to
heavy.
check out 2000 Trees in a couple of weeks for the first
Oh,
time,
nice.
and that one just like visually looks like it's going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah, man. Beautiful.
Now, if you could headline your own one-day festival, who else would you have on the bill to support you, and what would you call it?
Oh my god, that's a toughie. So do the bands can is this imagining that we've gone bigger so we can get like big bands to support, or does it have to be like mid-level bands?
It can be anyone you want. So I'm approaching this in the same way I'm approaching every one of my festival questions, where they're building their dream festival. Living,
Right.
dead, the classic lineup that doesn't exist anymore. Sky's the limit. No
Oh dude.
budget.
I mean, I'd have to get some big heavy mosh pit acting for sure. I need to see like a sort of Rage Against the Machine. I need to see a bit of like maybe a bit like Prodigy for the more dancey crowd. I'd also love to get in. Oh, we've been touring recently with this amazing Austrian band that I'm not sure you might have heard of, but they're called Glazed Curtains, and they're lovely boys,
Okay.
and they have some serious bangers. So I'd love to check. And then, yeah, what would we call the festival? Oh, I'm panicking, bro. I'm
Oh, don't
panicking.
panic. I'll tell you what, I've got one for you. You can use this if you ever get it taken off.
Do it,
Leap
man.
of
What
faith.
leap of faith? I love it, mate. We need to
There
get
you
you on the
go.
marketing team, bro. Let's lock it in.
It's yours.
Sounds great, bro.
There's no charge for it whatsoever, my friend.
Cheers, pal.
Well, I want to thank you so much for chatting to us today. Good luck with the tour. Good luck with the album. Can't wait to see what's happening next. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
my friend.
It's such a pleasure to meet you, man. Take
You
care of
too.
yourself, man.
See you later,
Peace
buddy.
out.
Bye.
See ya.